On you. Hi guys, we're back again, live again. We should be all right tonight because it seems like we've got a good signal. So fingers crossed. Wait for a few people to join, and then we'll get going. We're at somewhere else tonight. Never been here before. We've heard a lot of stories about it. We've seen other groups that have done it, and supposedly very active. So let's see what we get. But we're very close to quite a few places here that would be relevant, but we're going to focus on a few of the ones that are here. There's a story behind it, and there's also a more modern element to it, which could bring stuff through as well. Because when I say more modern, it's not modern as in modern day times, it's a site upon a site. So I'll tell you exactly where we are shortly. Can anyone let me know if the mics are working? Is anyone that's watching so far able to let me know if the mics are working, guys? Thank you, Sammy. Hi, Tracy. Thank you for joining us. Well, I reckon we have a walk over here then, and we'll show where we are. Well, as usual, guys, I'm Ian.
I'm Connor.
And I'm H.
We are Paranormal State of Mind.
Let's do this.
Let's do this. Well, guys, as you can probably see from the camera, we're walking towards a graveyard, churchyard. This isn't the reason why we're here. That's what I was saying when we first came on. This is a site built upon a site. The site we're here for is what's on this board. We're here for St Mary's Abbey. St Mary's Abbey would have originally looked like that. And all the wall structure you can see around here and inside the current church that's there is part of the foundations of the abbey. It was originally built as a priory and was then upgraded to abbey status because of its size. It was, by all accounts, quite large.
I mean, it doesn't exactly look.
Well, what we're seeing in front of us is the site of an active church currently. The abbey sits within those grounds because this church was built on top of the old abbey site. The church that's in front of us is St Nicholas Church. That's not what we're here for, although there could potentially be a lot of activity just from the church itself. There are a lot of old gravestones and headstones in this church. So, but like I say, that's not the reason why we're here. There's a lot of the foundations that run right through the church, and we'll potentially be walking through the churchyard to have a look at those. But what we're here to see, out the way, Connor, if we look further over the back, we can see a large structure, and that's actually the former gatehouse to the abbey. It's one of the only parts of the abbey that's still standing. So we're going to start there.
And where are we headed after that?
Yeah, thank you, Tracy. It is. I mean, it's a very nice area we're in actually, but it's very very nice around here. But the remains itself, as you'll see when we get closer, they are something special. The building right here that we stood next to was originally a barn, and it was attached to the side of where the abbey was. But
You can see where all the
it's obviously had work done since and rebuilt and whatnot. But it was originally a barn, and it then got turned into some sort of museum site for the old abbey. But I don't think it's actually a functioning building anymore. So if we take a walk around this way, there's also, through that opening there, that you can see ahead of us, that's actually a lake. That lake was purpose built for this abbey, and it was where the monks used to catch fish. They used to breed and then catch the fish out of the lake for food. There's a lot of local sightings, should we say, of monks appearing. Nothing caught on camera, but just a lot of reports by locals that they tend to see monks. There's one of a headless monk, which is apparently not a very nice figure. But again, it's nothing that we've directly spoke to someone about. It's just legend. So let's see if we can find anything and prove whether it's here or not. But if we take a walk up through here, like I say, this is currently an active church, so we need to be respectful. And the church is currently open and being used because we walked past it on the way in. And then as we follow this path up, we will come to the old gatehouse. And this is what we're here for. Look, the amount of gravestones here and the age of some of these. I mean, this could potentially be one that we come back just to do the graveyard itself.
already need the torch.
Yeah, it's it's really dark all of a sudden.
There are a bunch of trees, but
It just opens out onto the field. Look at that. See it? Look at down there, Connor. I don't know if the camera will pick it up. Look how here it is. It's just the fogs, the mists all lifting up. I don't know if you can catch it on the camera. It's on there slightly.
I think you can see. Yeah, you can see it slightly. Who's running down there later then when it gets a bit darker?
That's not it.
Right. This is all barred up at the minute, but
I've got a pyramid. Imagine if echoes. Imagine if it was little thing.
like I say, this place is on its own. The actual graveyard itself, I'd imagine there'll be a fair bit of activity just from here. So this could be one that we come back to just specifically to do the actual churchyard. But this itself here is the old gatehouse to the old abbey. I mean, the structure itself is stunning. There's already loads of bats flying around us.
No one would scare them all the time.
Right, so
I'd rather have bats and cows though.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you can see over in the distance there, that's the church. That's St Nicholas Church. We're parked well the other side of there, and we've had to walk past it. There's actually something going on in the church now. So we just need to keep our wits about us because there could be noises and stuff from there. the sign up saying not to climb on the monument, so people obviously do. But all of these walls around here were the previous foundations and walls and boundaries of the actual abbey. But it was one of the abbeys that was demolished when King Henry VIII was in charge, and he went round getting rid of all the places that were to do with religion, basically. He got rid of all the abbeys and the priories, and this was one of the ones that unfortunately got demolished. So it's there's a pathway down here, I think. Yeah.
I'll go down.
Okay, let's climb over the wall if you want to go through it. You have to duck though. It was literally, the churchyard was built on top of the old site of the abbey. So there is potential to have a lot of sort of crossover here, and anything we're actually trying to find may not be related to the abbey, but I think it's a worthwhile one trying to do.
Where are you guys thinking is a good place to set up to start off with?
Well, we've got the actual gatehouse.
Yeah.
On the wall here, it does show you the size of it. So we're there on the top left. The barn, as we were stood by, is down there.
This was massive.
All of that there is now underneath all of this, and it was huge. Hi Andy, thanks for joining us. But it was absolutely ginormous. Like I say, there's local legends about certain things being seen, one being a headless monk. Monks were a thing here because obviously it was an abbey. They lived and worked here.
You can even hear the horse and carriages.
Yeah, there's supposedly horse and carriage that you hear late at night sometimes. It's something that we can...
What if you hear that on the estate? Like, because we've heard silence.
What do you think? Do you think we start here?
Yeah.
Or if they start.
We've got here, we can go down towards the lake, because
We've got quite a few options.
There's the barn itself. And then if we do walk that way, that is the actual grounds of the old... Those walls there, and there's a part still stood. It's all part of the old grounds of the actual abbey itself. Like I say, guys, it was built as a priory. 1122 it was built, and it was upgraded to the status of abbey because of the fact that it was so big.
Hi Elaine, thank you for joining the live.
But then in King Henry VIII's reign, it was demolished, and this is what's left. So, well, if you're happy to, I think we go and start from here. Do you want to do it in the middle?
Yeah, I reckon we do in the middle.
Okay, so we go around here then, so we can see everything. Do you want to get the... Probably bang in the middle then.
So we do in...
Get the cat balls out.
Yeah, getting the cat balls.
We stand like this now.
You just do them all around this part. Because this is the gatehouse, this is where people would have passed, or anyone wanted to come through would have gone through here.
So anybody who watched the live last week, we got quite a lot of activity with the cat balls. So the last week the cat balls went off quite a lot.
It was more at the start. We had it go off like in one.
You got any there? You got them? Without throwing them.
So for anyone who is new to the channel, the cat balls have to be physically touched to for the light to go off. So if it's wind or rain, they won't go off. You have to physically touch them.
I'll put one against the wall.
Physically touch them or move them.
Or against the wall. Against the wall.
That one's gone off. I don't. That one there.
She's only just put it down.
That's the one I just put.
Right, so as Connor was saying,
these
these have got to be physically touched. But we can't make them go off by that. You've got to physically touch them. Right, so if any of these go off, the reason they're going off is because they're being manipulated in some way.
And the EMF is not affected by that.
Well, last week we had no luck with the EMF. We were getting the cat balls go off, which was right by the EMF, which is strange. So hopefully this week we get a bit more activity from the EMF as well.
What we'll do, if we stand over this side, just not there. Right, so we aren't affecting those at all. And the EMF itself, the little black device on the floor, if that raises and goes from green up to red, it's because it's picking up electronic fields, electromagnetic fields, which is something that is supposedly related to ghostly apparitions.
That's why we're not standing by it with the phones, because the phones
if we stand too close to the phones can set it off. So we should be far enough away here, and he wants to call out.
We're using the spirit talker.
We can do, yeah.
If there are any spirits here that would wish to reach out and communicate with us tonight, then please do so. We're just trying to know the story and what happened. You can communicate through any of the devices that we have out. So the cat balls, the EMF, or spirit talker.
And please feel free to use our energy if you need to set off the cat balls.
Right, so I've just loaded up the Spirit Talker app. So for anyone that doesn't know, that's the one we use. It's the Spirit Talker app. Well, the EMF just started to go out there as well. Right, so I'm going to turn this on. Do we have any spirits here with us today? If there is, could you please come forward? Use any of the equipment we've put on the floor, the little clear balls. If you touch them, you'll make them flash red and blue. Or the black device that's on the floor, you go near that. If you touch that, pass by it, you can change that light from green to red to let us know that you're here. Or could you show yourselves? Like Connor just said, if you require more energy, please use ours. We're here. We mean no harm. We're here to try and communicate with you. If you could do that, it'd be brilliant. I'm also holding a device in my hand. If there's any way you can try and communicate with that, if you try to talk, it picks up radio frequencies. It may be able to pick up words. Is there anybody here with us tonight? If there is, would you like to tell us your story?
And by your side.
Right, it's just come through. It was on really quietly, but it's just said I'm by your side. So, zoom in on that. I don't know if it'll pick it up or not.
You can see the writing there.
So, I'm by your side. Okay, well, thank you very much. If you are by our side and this is somebody talking to us,
Would you tell us who you're by? I'm Paige.
I'm Connor.
I'm Ian. You can communicate with any one of us. Or all three of us. As I say, we mean you no harm. We're not here to cause any damage to anything, hurt you in any way. We just want to try and communicate. We're here to try and prove that it can be done.
This is my home.
This is your home. Okay, so did you live at the Abbey? Is there any chance you'd be able to go towards one of the balls on the floor?
If you need our energy to set any of them off, you can use our energy.
Did you live at the Abbey?
Collapse.
Collapse.
I mean, the bomb.
Hit.
That was quite consecutive, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's come through very
those
fast.
two words, like,
Collapse and
related.
hit. Could you expand on that? I don't know what you mean by collapse and hit. Are you talking about the building?
Conjure.
Conjure.
That means like bring stuff together.
Yeah, to bring something up or... Can I ask who we're talking to? Can you give us a name?
That who right.
Oh, EMF's going off a little bit. Did you get that going up then, Connor?
Yeah, it's on camera. Although I don't know if it's picking it up very well.
You are understood.
We're understood. Okay, well, thank you very much. We didn't understand what you meant by hit and collapse. Could you explain that for us?
Do you mean maybe a building was hit or collapsed?
Oh, thank you, Sammy. Sammy's confirmed that they can see the EMF going off.
Deceptive. Are you saying that we're deceptive or you're deceptive? We're not deceptive. We are here purely to try and communicate. We're not trying to deceive anyone. Or are there other spirits here that are deceptive?
That was her.
What were you saying was her?
Deceptive or the EMF going off? Because that just went straight away.
Just before it said that was her, I don't know if it's picked up on any of the mics. But did you hear like a branch break?
Yeah, there was I heard that in the
Like a
background.
branch breaking. Make sure no one's down here.
If Ian finds anything, we'll walk over.
There's no one down there. I don't know if the mic's picked it up. I don't know if anyone could tell us that. There's definitely what sounded like a large branch breaking, and then it came through saying that was her.
Yeah.
Mockery.
EMF's going off.
So the EMF's going off.
Are you mocking us? Is that what you mean?
Can you set one of the cat balls off for us, please?
Could you show us that you are here with us? Please pass through, touch, pick up, throw. You do anything you want to them. If you can make one of those cat balls move, we've had that happen in the past. That would be amazing. I understand it probably takes a lot of energy to do so. If you can't make them move, if you can just make them light up.
All you have to do is touch it.
Visit.
We're visiting here.
We are here to visit you, if that's what you're talking about.
So the EMF does keep going off.
Very slightly.
So now last week that didn't even move at all.
Yeah.
Once. It's going up to the next bar constantly. It's picking up something and we're too far away from it with the phone, to the phone.
I don't think something's like right near it, but maybe like probably right in front of us. Or
Is it
beside
yourself that's making that light move? Are you trying to make the light go red?
I thought the shadow was like a dress of the people down there. I just looked so scared.
Inspiration.
Inspiration. Oh, what was your inspiration? What are you inspired by? Never had that come through before, have we?
Who are we speaking to right now? If you could give us your name, that would be really appreciated.
Watch out for evil.
Thank you for warning us that. We do try to. We are aware of the stories, the local legends. What I discussed earlier, H.
Oh, guys.
Headless monk. Horse and carriage.
Effect.
Affect. Are you saying you can affect one of us?
Inferno.
What do you mean by inferno? Usually
I'm
related
finding
to
it
red fire.
difficult.
You find it difficult?
You can use our energy.
If you need to, use our energy. use our physical energy, use our device's energy. You can use anything you need to if you need to get
2
some more.
ladies here.
Okay. Can you give us the 2 ladies' names that are here?
That she does have stuff. The spiritual meaning of inferno is the recognition and rejection of sin and what a church place. That does link in.
Residual.
Like residual energy.
Residual is very relatable to us because it's the kind of energy that we're trying to pick up on. It's the kind of energy that is supposed to be attached to places like this. It holds residual energy from the spirits that were in the past.
Shall we start heading down that way? See if we could set up further down.
You can do.
Start heading towards the lake eventually.
We can go down towards the
I'm a little sad.
Are you sad that we're moving locations?
Why is it you're sad? Is it because Connor said to move further down?
They cremated my body.
Maybe.
Is the person we're talking to related to the abbey or related to the church that currently sits on the site of the abbey? The reason I'm asking this, guys, is because as I come out of the gatehouse, we look that towards the left as we look down.
17.
It said 17 for some reason then. But to the left-hand side as we walk out of the gatehouse, about 20 yards away, is actually the cremation memorial garden. It's actually laid inside the walls of the old abbey. So it could well be that we are picking up energy of a spirit that's related more so to do with the newer site rather than the older site. Which is a possibility here because obviously there's the 2 sites literally lay on top of each other.
So if we heading off down this way?
If we can head off
Suffering.
towards Suffering. Okay. We go this way. It is so dark right now.
I was going to say it's your torch is just with. I'm holding my light directly in front, and it's struggling until you put yours there, and then it's.
Well, there's nothing without the torches.
Yeah,
you ain't gonna
that's
walk
all you
around
can
it.
see, guys, without the torches.
It's gone so dark.
That's
so fast.
that's all we can see.
I know there was a lot of people around earlier on because it's a very popular path walking down here that dog walkers go on.
There was a lot of dog walkers.
Oh, look at the mist now.
You have to shine the light on that now.
Can you see that now?
You can even like see it coming over.
That's eerie, isn't it?
It looks like water on this. Looks like they're lake in a distance, but that's actually mist.
The thing is, if I went too far down there and you stayed there, you wouldn't see me because that's quite thick down there as well.
Usually like female.
You know, the walls here that go all the way down there, it was all part of the old abbey.
This place is actually huge.
All part of the old abbey. It's mad how big it is. Or was. And King Henry VIII, in his wisdom, decided he didn't want any of these buildings anymore.
Was that because of his religion?
It was, from what I can remember, it's to do with the fact that he thought people that were in it had too much power. And because he was the one that wanted the power, he abolished them. Right, so we are now at the barn. Oh, we go around the back of the barn here? Or do you want to go around the front on the path?
I'd probably go around front because we're still by gravestones. I mean, not like it would make a massive difference, but
I'm just thinking more so of people walking past.
do it here then.
So I reckon we go try here. This is the old barn that was part of the abbey.
How creepy
It's
that
no
looks
longer.
through there. Shine the light right now. Imagine if someone just
Well, you've
popped
got to
over.
be careful because there's a camera up there. Don't want to be setting any alarms off. This was turned into a museum at some point. I don't know if it's still used as a museum or not, but there's definitely cameras fixed up on there. And we don't want to be triggering security to come out.
Maybe go this side.
We've not got the best of history with security, have we, H? So,
Security and cows don't like it.
yeah. Cows definitely don't like us, and security give chase to us in the car and chase us off places. I won't say where they chase us off because we do still intend to go back. I've worked out a better way to get in now, and I think we will end up going back. Just so as people know where we're intending on going, it's only security for the reason that it's an actual heritage site. It's not that we're going into a building. It's all open. So we don't break in. It's not the kind of thing we do. So, can we go here?
Yeah.
So, do you want to put the cat balls down again? Put the EMF there. There, where the light is. Don't stand on one of the balls. There. Oh, we can see it all in the same camera picture then. Right, there's people back at the arch where we were just at the gatehouse. And if you hear people in the minute, guys, it is people, genuine people walking past. It's not not an apparition of anything. Right, so we've moved location now. We're now down by the barn, which is still part of the site for the old abbey. And he's still on the site of the now church. If there is anybody with us, could you please make yourself known? Could you communicate with us in any way? Show yourself?
They will get you.
They will get you. Who will get us? Who is it that's going to come and get us? And more so, why? Have we done something?
My body was taken.
The body was taken. Can you tell us who you are? What do you have a name? So we know who we're communicating with?
Grandmother.
You a grandmother?
If you were a grandmother and that's what you were known as by other people, did you actually have a name? Is there a name that we can call you?
Empathy.
We're very empathetic if that's what you're after, but
I can hear so much going on
yeah,
around
there
us
is.
right now.
It's all around us. I'm trying to make sure there's no one in the churchyard playing silly buggers. Can't see anyone. Oh, that's over there. That's by the lake. I don't know if the mics are picking this up, but whenever we're asking questions, all around us, like behind and to the left, there's a lot of noise. Not people, it's like sticks breaking as though something's treading on them, or
Like rustling.
yeah.
Yeah.
I can hear voices, but that's going from the other direction, and we've just
Stay
seen
for
people
longer.
stay for longer.
Is that because we left the other place where we set up too soon?
Because most of the stuff's behind us where we just were.
Who are we speaking to right now? Could you give us your name, please? I'm Connor.
I'm H.
I'm Ian.
We don't mean to harm you in any way. Just here to communicate.
We're here to communicate with you to prove that it can be done, even to help you if possible. If there's any way that you think we could help you, we'll do that. If you're hearing anything on the live at the minute, guys, there's an aeroplane flying past,
It's been a lot of fun.
and the voices that you...
Doris.
Doris, we've got our first name, Doris.
Thank you, Doris.
Thank you, Doris. So, Doris, you say you were grandmother? Are your grandchildren or children here as well, or is it just yourself?
My name is John.
I don't know.
Okay, we've got another name, so we're getting some names now.
I don't know able to read them.
That's the only thing I'm just
Do
thinking.
you both have a connection to each
Take
other?
a seat.
Take a seat. You don't want us to leave and you'd like us to take a seat?
Where was the bench? Where is it?
All the benches around the front. Oh my god, the bat just went straight by my head.
Yeah, there's loads of bats.
They're flying up into there. They're up into the eaves and the houses. Well, in the barn, sorry. Trying to see if there's a John or a Doris here.
Does this one say John and Doris? The one we're right by.
Can't see.
John.
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 Are you
John?
kidding me?
There's a John.
There's a John Swain and a Lucy Swain.
Right, okay. So we're right next to a gravestone. It's
Can everyone see that on the live, John?
67 years and 87 years.
Don't follow the voices.
don't follow the voices. Okay. Is there a reason why we shouldn't follow the voices?
What told us?
Right, guys. So we've come down to the barn, which is part of the old site for the abbey. The gravestones that we're right by right now, it seems to be these that are getting more activity, because we've just had it come through saying that my name is John, and literally the stone we are stood right next to says John.
Should we move the cat balls by? We put one by.
Oh, we don't, because we're not actually here to
No,
try and communicate.
we weren't here for that, but
Thank you, Malcolm.
It's me making sounds.
it's you making sounds. Is it yourself making the sounds that we can hear? Sticks being crushed and rustling around us. There's a lot of noise around us. A lot of noise. That's it, it's fine. There's a lot of noise going on around us.
Pandemonium.
Does anyone know what that is?
Chaos.
I mean, the amount of noises.
Chaotic sort of scenes.
That's Keith again.
Yeah.
John, if we are still speaking to you, could you set off one of the cat balls, please? So if you touch it, the ball will light up.
There's one right on the ground in front of the headstone.
They hear me scream.
They hear you scream.
Who hears you scream?
Who hears you and why are you screaming?
Major.
I was just seeing there's anything on there about whether he's in military. Nothing on that.
But there wasn't anything on here about military, I don't think. It just says the name
Believe in yourself.
when they died.
Believe in ourselves. Well, thank you very much. That's quite a positive comment.
Abundance.
What does that mean?
A lot of.
I mean, there'd be a lot of spirits here, I'm guessing.
Died a long time ago.
Okay, how long ago? How long ago did you die?
Years,
Keep hearing stuff over here.
yeah, I can only hear voices over there at the minute.
Tradition.
What did it say?
Tradition.
Tradition. That was a bird.
You know, as last week we were getting a lot of activity with the cat balls, and there's nothing this week with those at all. There was some activity on the EMF up there, but nothing down here. But we're getting some relevant answers in terms of the name John coming through when we stood right next to John. I mean, that's good. That's amazing, really. The only other place that happened was at the
The other churchyard.
it was the graveyard in Ludlow, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And as we walked right
We had
past
the
one of
name.
them,
Was it Annie?
I can't remember the name, but as we walked past it, it said the name and said 3 children. There's 3 children.
And
there
it
as well.
even give the second name after as well,
Yeah.
didn't it? When we walked away.
There's been a few times where we've had it, and at the
Vitality.
vitality.
Elric.
Oh, again?
Elric.
That's 2 times. Not today.
Really?
There's some strange noises.
Robinson.
Robinson.
We're getting a lot of names now. I have a feeling
There's a
that
lot of strange noises, man.
that's because we are in a graveyard.
That's the only problem. When we go to graveyards, we get names just start firing up at us because it. I mean, looking around here, there's got to be thousands of graves. There's so many, and there's a whole crematorium garden as well. So the names that are firing up at us now are potentially nothing to do with the Abbey.
I feel like we were onto something with the 2 ladies from earlier, but you never know for sure.
That field over there just it's really eerie.
Yeah, yeah.
But I keep hearing stuff this direction.
Do you want to go and have a look in that direction?
I mean, we're not really.
We can. It's just that's going into the graveyard, then, isn't it? It's further into it.
We're not really here.
I mean, it's
how
on the
signi-
boundary. It's on the actual
How
walls.
significant is the lake to the?
The lake is where, as I said earlier, the monks bred and kept fish in the lake to go and catch to eat. It was a purpose-built lake for that reason.
Oh, thank you, Sammy.
Mockery.
Said mockery again.
Same mockery again.
The name at Ludlow was it? Was it Elizabeth Walker?
Elizabeth Walker, yeah.
Thank you, Sammy.
Yeah, so as Sammy's pointed out, when we walked past literally as we were going past it, the name came out exactly as it was and stated 3 children, and there was 3 children there with the lady. So it's something that happens a fair amount. It happened when we were at Wolverley as well.
We always get led to the grave.
We were kind of pointed to a different grave than a different grave, and it had the names. So it is something that's definitely something when we're in any kind of graveyard, we get given names of ones that we are stood right next to.
We've been led to graves multiple times as well.
This also happened on a short pre-record that we posted, and it was Connor wasn't with us at the time. It was just myself and H.
Your name was Annabelle.
And we were led around the graveyard, and it literally took us to certain stones that.
It was a William, I think, and Annabelle.
So that's definitely a recurring theme. Okay, so that's definitely right. Don't know if you can.
Interference.
Bird is loud.
Interference. I don't know if you can hear that, guys, but there's a
Very loud.
loud bird up in one of the trees.
Lame.
What does the spirit talker just say?
Blame.
Blame. What do you mean by the word blame?
Could you please expand on that? Could you let us know what you mean by blame? You blame someone for something, or does someone blame you?
I'm making those noises.
What?
Oh my god.
Okay. Right, guys, as we've just been pointing out for the last minute or so about these noises coming through
And that
up in
really
that tree
loud bird.
Coming
somewhere,
closer as well.
it is closer.
We've had feather
It's
come
just
up on.
come through saying I'm making these noises, and it is coming closer. See if I can see anything, because that's not been doing this all the time we've been here.
I'm going to try
It's
something now.
Black death.
just said Black Death.
Can you land on one of the gravestones if it is you who's making those noises?
Can't see what one it's actually coming in from.
Can you land on one of the gravestones, please? If you can understand us.
So that was right above us then.
Yeah.
That's literally right there.
See, it was over there, Justin. It's right above us. I mean, guys, this may well just be a coincidence. There could be multiple birds
People
up
are
there.
scared of
Oh.
us.
People are scared of you. Why? What are they scared of you for? Have you given them reason to be scared of you, or?
Shade or something.
Yeah.
Very loud.
Can you feel me?
What was that?
That just went into like a different noise then.
That's over there in the bushes now. You sure they're birds?
What on earth?
Sure they're not
What
like
is going
foxes
on?
or something?
What's that?
It did say earlier, don't listen to the voices though.
There's some really strange noises going on there.
I think it's like, I don't want to say this, but I think the birds are eating. Still there?
What is going
Do we
on?
go?
The man scares me.
The man scares
Do
me.
we go over?
It sounds like something's been killed.
Kind
I
of
don't know
want to
what's
go
going on.
over.
I wouldn't go over in case there's a fox or something. Because I'm not getting chased by a fox today. I genuinely think an animal is being eaten.
I mean, guys, this may well be something or nothing here. This could genuinely just be animals being animals, but
I wouldn't go too far from the equipment.
as we started hearing these noises and we're looking into it, it said that they're making the noises. And then all of a
I'm
sudden,
attached.
What are you attached to?
Better not say one of us. I'm not having that. But is it no.
Guys, are these noises coming through on the mics at all? Can you hear any of this? The noise just stopped.
Oh.
Said I'm attached and then the noise just stopped.
Only the bird.
Oh, Sammy's saying she can only hear the bird noises.
It's absolutely pitch black.
I wish you could hear these guys because we're getting those bird noises and then all of a sudden it was going really like...
Malcolm says he can hear loads of noises.
It was really strange. It weren't just bird noises then. It was like something was
It went into, yeah.
like squealing.
It was literally like suffering. And that was said on the talk earlier as well.
And then it just said I'm attached and all the noises stopped.
Harmony.
I mean, there's the choir bits over there, like on the other side of the walls over there, on the way back to the bar.
Manifest.
We've had that at every occasion, I'm pretty sure. Manifest.
Manifest just needs to take form.
It's the lake's on the other side there, isn't it?
It's literally through those bushes.
Do we go, because it's headed off over there?
We can if you want.
Because the lake's a big part of this.
The
Place.
lake was purpose built with the abbey and it's the only part that really still stands.
Yeah. I think we give the
Obviously,
lake a go.
This building was part of it. That's obviously still stood, but it's been repurposed. And then the gatehouse where we were previously.
Maybe we're being led over there.
There are sections of the abbey still standing in terms of like single wall sections. There's one over there, one over there. There's whole walls that line where the church is. And over there, actually in the park, it's gated off, but there's an old section of wall there as well. We can have a walk there on the way back towards the car later, but...
Yeah,
Sin.
I mean, that through the church.
I mean, what we haven't done yet, we haven't even done the headphones.
No, we've not done the Esters, but I mean, what's just gone on was quite mad. I really wish it would have been picked up properly. Because the noises we got, it was just constant noises from out the trees. It came closer, then went further away, then came closer again. Seemed to go in the direction towards the lake, and then almost like screams and...
Yeah.
We had suffering on that.
Because it came towards us and then it went away from us.
Yeah. It was really strange. I'm very aware we are...
Suspect.
It was very suspect, yes. I'm very aware, obviously, we are amongst nature, so it could just be something occurring naturally in the circle of life amongst animals, but...
Did you want to do the...
I hit the wall.
I just heard a noise over there.
I just heard something.
It was like
It was like a thud.
A thud. Because I looked over and there was like white there, but that was from me looking into the
Right.
light.
God, again, I don't know whether you've picked that up on the mic. If you heard a thud of any kind then, on the live, could you let us know? Myself and Harriet, did you hear it, Connor, or not?
Because that's why I turned around.
I didn't, but I think I was talking whilst you guys heard it.
Both myself and H have just heard a thud, and then immediately it come through on the Spirit Talk. I hit the wall. I mean, we're surrounded by walls as well, because there's the gatehouse and there's the wall all across the hedge line there. a wall right here. There's the wall of the barn itself, and then the wall carries on all the way up the edge of the churchyard.
Did you want to do the method?
We can do.
That's the noise again.
That's an owl. That's definitely an owl. Then.
No.
Did you want to give it a go? Where do the questions?
We can do. There's definitely an owl out there somewhere.
Yeah, there is. That
Worship.
noise again.
That's the noise again. Kind of sounds like a baby bird. Or like a baby animal.
It's just gone really, eerily quiet here, hasn't it? And then you just suddenly hear those noises. And where do you want to do this?
Maybe
Well,
if
we can't
stand
actually get down to the lake because it's all completely covered in reeds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I'm not, because it's dark, I don't want to go too close to the edge.
just probably don't go down.
Are you happy to do it here? Or did you want to move closer to
We can do it here if you want, or we can go down this part if you want.
Do you want to go down there and do it
There
there?
was some benches there, so we can possibly sit on the benches.
Although
Should we
I
collect
do
all
need
the...
the light to actually see where the cat was.
I'll shine it for you. Thank you,
You guys
Elaine.
do-
Elaine said she heard a thud as well.
Okay, thank you very much. Right, so myself and H didn't just hear things. There was definitely a big thud.
Is that the
I'm
Yeah.
very close by.
Sammy said she heard it as well.
Right, great, okay. Brilliant. Thank you,
I'm very
guys.
close by.
Thank you for confirming that. Right, so, again, very relevant coming through on the Spirit Talker. Immediately after we hear a thud, I hit the wall. And I don't think you can get any more specific than telling us it's just hit a wall, and then...
Is that all the cat paws?
What are you doing?
It's a bit on my hand.
I just...
So we're heading off this way? I mean, I'm shining my light now when you can barely see anything on my light.
That's mine.
Yeah, so without mine,
We can't see.
we can't see a thing.
So
I'm on 3 bars.
we are
so
relying
still
on
got a
Ian's
lot
light right now.
literally, without my light, we wouldn't be finding our way back to the car. So.
I know the general direction, but I don't know how we'll get.
Guidance.
Guidance.
The light is our guidance.
Okay, well, we've just been discussing how without my light we wouldn't be able to find our way back to the car. Harriet then said, we don't know how we'd be getting there. And immediately it's just come through saying guidance.
So there's a bench there.
Yeah, there's a bench here, one over there as well.
We seat earlier,
There's 2 benches here.
and we're kind of being led in this direction. So I say maybe we do
Yeah.
that here.
Look how misty it is here now. We just walk to the opening here. I don't want to walk too far because, well, I can't see. Can't even see it anymore.
I'm not going to walk on them.
Yeah,
No chance to get
guys, I think the lake's off the question.
just a bit.
I can't even see the waterline anymore. Can see all the reeds. I can't see the waterline.
All the fog, you literally. I can't
Can you
see
see
the
the amount of
light,
fog?
the fog.
That was very foggy.
You can literally see the light beam in the fog.
Something just went in the water over there.
Leo.
Leo.
This is helping me.
Not gonna lie,
Okay.
Could have been a person.
Right. We're going to switch on to using another method now. It's called the Estes method, whereby, if you've not seen us use it before, one of us will wear a set of headphones while the other's talking to an app. What was that?
What was that?
What was that?
That was not a good noise.
Okay, guys.
That's a sign to get out of the lake.
Night whispers.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's literally, that
Guys.
sounded like what?
Did anyone hear what we just
And
heard?
immediately after it says night whispers.
Something just, I don't even know how to describe it. It went
We've never had that before.
and then immediately said night whispers, and the owl's back over there now. See, there's a path down there, but I'm very aware that the edge of the lake's right here somewhere.
I wouldn't, because if someone
I don't think we can walk down there, can we? It's not safe enough with all the mist.
If it's in the day, then yeah. But
You can't tell where the edge is, can you?
No. Does that drop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to take a walk down there, but
that's true.
there's banging over there.
There's just so many noises coming from
There's a
there.
lot of banging over there now.
It's in that direction, isn't it?
Yeah.
Over there.
I think.
I can't, even with my torch, we can't see.
If I really focus, you can see. Can everyone see that pathway?
There's a pathway here from where we stood, and then it kind of disappears there.
Yeah.
I know it goes further on,
Distract.
but I know the lake's right there.
I wouldn't risk it just for today.
I don't think
If
we can
it's
with all the fog.
lighter, like another time, or we come back a bit earlier and do the lake first.
I don't think we can go there with the fog.
It looks never ending.
I'm going to have to make the call that we
Don't.
It's going to be too dangerous to get down there with all this fog.
Doing it from here then?
I would have said do it from this chair, like right by the lake. We had take a seat come through earlier.
Well, there's one right here as well.
Yeah, it's like right by the lake. So
There's one right here.
Heaven.
we just head it.
Yeah, heaven. Making sure there's no one else around here.
Yeah, if you are new guys, we do like to try and, if we hear stuff or stuff come through, we don't just try and say it could be this. We do, if it is something that can be debunked, we do.
We try and think logically first. But I don't know anything that makes that kind of noise we've just heard of.
No, and immediately after it says night whispers.
I can't even imagine of anything.
As Sammy just put in the chat as well, he did say don't follow the voices.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And it's like, how many strange noises have we had come through?
From this direction.
Don't follow the voices.
It's like it's trying to take us down.
Trying to take us down towards
Yeah.
the lake.
We've had stuff about evil come through. Or you wouldn't. Isn't it that
Well,
over there?
I'm putting my sensible head on, and we're not going to go down towards the lake. I think that's too much of a risk. We can't see. Even with my torch, we can't see.
So cold.
It has
I'm
gone really
intrigued.
cold. You're intrigued. So are we. We're very intrigued. I don't know what's down there.
That is way too unsafe for today.
Well, I'll tell you what then. I'll put them on first.
Which bench did you want to go to?
Well, there's two right here.
Right here. Right by the lake as well. So.
These are closer to the lake, so I'd say we'll go there.
Do the one by the lake and then.
Turn this one off.
H, did you want to take the torch off while we point towards the bench?
What torch?
Ian's torch.
So many noises.
I mean, There's no point shining mine anymore.
So do you want to swap then, just while?
Yeah, I was just. Yeah.
Because then Ian can still see where he is, but we can see Ian.
I mean, I think is my torch died now.
Well, I need,
no, it is.
I need,
Oh, you
I
okay?
need the headset.
I'm blinded. The torch is like really warm. I like it because I'm cold.
Right, done.
That owl is still going off. Probably coming from the lake. You can see the direction the particles are moving. There's some sort of animal over there.
You know that? You know that? You need to press start.
We were swapping so we can see you better.
Do you mean?
I have too many things in my hand right now.
No, we should be okay. To be fair, this is.
I've got this where I am anyway. You'll see me where I am. Well, am I going to the bench then?
Yeah.
So where are you guys going?
Should we go about?
I'll just go like directly in front. Yeah. Make sure you face us so we can hear what you're saying.
You are?
Make sure you face us so we can hear what you're saying.
Okay.
That is the issue we have every week.
Oh man.
Oh, is it wet?
Soaking wet. I can't sit on that. I'll tell you what, I'll just go here.
You ready to go?
You start it.
I have.
You got any of the cat balls on you still?
No, we've got all of them.
Ian.
So I'll just use the EMF. I'm already holding too many things. You've not said it's not working now. Do you want to do a little call out? Because I did one earlier.
Yeah. Is it all on you?
Yeah.
If there are any spirits with us now, would you like to make yourself known? So we're using the Esther's method at the moment. So if you talk, it should come through Ian, and then Ian can relay it back to us. As I said earlier, my name's Connor.
I'm H, and that's Ian.
Talk.
So
Yeah, we would like to talk to you.
as you can see, the EMF is going off right now.
We're too far with the phone.
Light.
We need to stop talking.
Could you repeat that again, please?
Or could anyone in the comments just tell us what Ian just said?
Who are we talking to right now? Were you trying to lead us to the lake, who we're talking to right now?
No.
Where were you trying to take us?
Going.
Going where? Definitely an animal over there. You can hear it. Hear it going like through the branches as well.
I can hear there's a lot of noises going on around us right now.
There's like multiple owls.
Who are we talking to right now? Could you give us your name, please?
Didn't the EMF just do that before? I don't know if
That
Me.
EMF's going off as well.
that's going off, man. That's going off.
Lights.
Lights.
Lights. Right.
It said that's what it said earlier. Sammy confirmed in the chat. It said light earlier.
Okay.
So is it you who's setting off the light?
Maybe.
Could you give us your name, please? As you can see, guys, that is going off mental right now. We're getting a lot of activity come through on the EMF.
Mm.
Is there anything you can tell, if you don't want to give your name, is there anything you can tell us about yourself?
Ed.
Ed.
Your name is Ed. Well, thank you for giving us your name, Ed.
Are you friendly?
Are you trying to help us, Ed?
Shush.
There's something over there. Wouldn't you like over there?
What the?
There is an
Okay, guys, as Ian said shush,
right at the wall.
they're literally to the side of us where we were earlier, where we heard all the noises. It was like, it sounded like footsteps, someone walking through. I can just hear loads of noises.
It was like right here,
Yeah.
up against the wall, but on the other side.
Was
It's
that
me.
Was that you who made that noise, Ed?
I feel like it's shifting.
Yeah. Are you making those noises, Ed?
I've done it all.
Have you been the one making noises all night? Sorry.
Blocked.
What do you mean blocked?
Others try.
Others try what? It is footsteps.
Have others tried to communicate with us, but they can't? Is something stopping them? Is someone stopping them? Could you
You
confirm this,
stopping them?
please?
Yes.
Who's that?
Me.
Okay, guys. So again, there's a lot of noises in the distance by where the
Noise.
lake is.
If that's a person, that could have been the footsteps we were hearing from that direction. Because that was the woman shouting.
Are you making all the noises happen right now, Ed?
Graves.
We are right by a lot of graves.
Look.
Where would you like us to look?
Ed.
Are you trying to make us look at you, Ed? Are you by us? Can you show yourself?
Whistles.
The birds all sound like whistling.
Can you whistle for us, Ed?
There's something right behind you, like an animal of some sort.
Can you make a really loud noise for us, Ed, please? There's a lot of noise.
I feel like that's a bird.
I have.
You have what? Sorry, Ed.
He's like made a noise. That's the
I
question.
am.
You are making
I'm
noises.
just gonna ask.
Whistles.
Is there anywhere you are trying to make us go, Ed? Is there a certain area around here you'd like us to go to? Or you're trying to lead us to? Are you trying to guide us, Ed?
Footsteps.
We heard footsteps earlier. Oh my god.
Noises.
Okay.
Okay, this is getting a bit weird. Are you getting closer to us, Ed?
I think we've got Ian out in a sec.
Yes.
You are getting closer to us. And
Ed, have you taken the form of a bird?
are you controlling the animals, Ed?
Right behind you.
Guys, I don't know if you can hear that on the picking up on the mic, but all the noises that were happening in the distance in the lake have come very close to where that boundary wall is.
Over there and then behind Ian. But that's that not like really loud bird that we heard earlier. But there's not as much coming from behind us. Like I've heard a few things from behind us, but not as much as over here.
Ed, thank you for making the noises happen. Is there anything else you can do? Could you show yourself perhaps?
It's gone really quiet.
It's gone really quiet on there, but it's really loud out here. Like we've had confirmed that this person called Ed has been making all the noises.
We've heard footsteps.
You've heard footsteps.
Yeah.
Right there.
It said footsteps.
Yeah.
Did it? Oh yeah, it did.
Yeah.
We heard him earlier. Though.
Also, Ian, I asked if Ed was controlling the noises and making them come closer, and you said yes. Because they started off really far and they've come really close, like right up to where the boundary wall is, where you are now.
It was saying whistles and everything.
Yeah, it came through saying whistles quite a lot.
And that's what all the birds sounding like.
It's going crazy down by the lake.
Mm.
Can you hear all that?
Yeah.
We heard footsteps literally, because you know there's like a lip behind that wall.
Yeah.
It was like right there. A scream.
Yeah. This is mad.
We have had scream come through there, haven't we? Earlier, screaming as one of the
Do you want to
things.
go?
Yeah, I'll have a go. I'll see if I can. Is it you really having to listen in, or is it coming through quite clear?
To start with, it was
Right at that wall.
it was really fast. It was just coming through. I couldn't make it out though. It's gone really slow and quiet now.
Because it happened really fast. It was like a small animal kind of like running. But the
Somebody said put some cat balls down.
It was saying about the lights.
You want me to pop some cat balls down here?
Whoa! It just said go to.
Oh my god.
We're not going to the lake because we're not
Literally, as you're walking there, it's just a go-to. Sit here.
Or just sit on the arm or something.
Take a seat. Okay, this is weird.
Right, so
We just sat down on the bench.
Connor's going to have a wet bum.
Just sitting up. We go to-
Right, okay,
we're
so
going to the lake.
we're not going to go to the lake, but we're going to stand by the opening. Sammy said we should stand there.
The EMF
I've
is
put the
good,
cat balls down.
so we can still see the EMF.
The EMF's over there, and Connor's over there.
Come here.
Who is it we're talking to?
Are we still talking to Ed?
Yes.
Ed, are you friendly? Is it Ed?
No.
Why? What makes you unfriendly? You're trying to scare people? There's music there, but that could just be people that sleeping. The ducks.
Right behind us, in a minute.
How red that moon looks. Anyway.
Noises.
Noises again. There was noises. So, Ed, we've discovered you're the one that's been making noises. Have you been trying to show us something?
Yes.
What were you trying to show us? We both heard that as well.
There's so much noise coming from that lake, it's ridiculous.
Ed, were you trying to lead us to the lake?
Come to.
Come to.
Again, after I said about the lake.
Here.
So that's difficult. There's something right there though.
Right, we're not going to the lake, if that's what you want us to do. I've made the decision to keep us safe, because it's, well, we can't even see it, so
So cold.
it has gone really cold all of a sudden.
Yeah, that's just people that have gotten into the buildings. They were playing music.
Here.
Did I just say here?
No.
Yeah,
No.
it did. But... We can hear the noises.
Ed, would you like to tell us your story? Would you like to communicate with us more? Nothing happening with these cat balls on the floor.
That was a duck in the water.
You think it is?
Or a fish or something.
I'm not walking down there, I'm just going to go to the end. Right, stay there, boy Connor. Definitely stuff going on by that lake.
Lake.
Just say lake. Can near it properly.
I don't know.
Can anyone in the
Guys,
comments
can
tell
you
us if
just let
Connor
us-
said lake?
Let us know what Connor just said, please.
Because I heard lake, but I can't just confirm. Oh yeah, I've just had a look there. Literally right behind this bench, behind the wall. Is where we
It's
are.
all rustling again, isn't it? Right, okay, so Elaine and Sammy have both said it was lake. Either lake or late. Right.
Considering the information we've had and where
Seems to be.
we've been led
So it's saying come here and it's saying lake.
to go to.
Right. Ed, if you can hear me, we're not going down to the lake. It's because it's so foggy, so misty, we can't see where we are. It wouldn't be safe for us. So I'm making that call. We're not going down there. I keep hearing stuff here. Gone silent again, hasn't it?
Ed, are you trying to lead us to the lake?
Yes.
Why are you trying to lead us to the lake?
Go on.
That was very quiet.
Again, guys, can you let us know what Connor just said? Because we can't hear it.
Come to.
Didn't come to.
This
Lake.
is grave near the boundary wall.
I mean, you can't really see the names on a
Can't
lot
see
of
the
these.
names on these ones.
Because these are older ones.
These ones here are the older stones, and there's.
You might be able to see what this one says. That has, you can see that there's writing on there.
There's just loads of different voices now.
It's like all random mixed stuff in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does keep saying lake though.
I know.
See, we couldn't hear you, but Elaine and Sammy both said it was saying that you said lake.
Yeah, it just keeps saying lake and go to.
We had a confirmation that he's trying to lead us to the lake, but not a reason.
Yeah. Who is he though?
Don't know.
Does it say it?
Swear because we've just got the name Ed, but don't know anything about.
Yeah.
That
says
Annie.
Arthur and Annie.
Arthur and Annie.
So we're looking for an Edward.
Could be Edward. Edward sounds more.
Does that say Ed Brown or Ed Broom?
No, I don't think so. I can see like an L before the E.
Can you see like the little crosshair thing on my light, Connor? Right in the middle.
Right.
ED.
ED.
Broom.
Ed. Yeah. Ed.
Well, that says Ed.
That is an ED,
Oh, it
definitely.
does?
Right, guys. I don't really see my lights too
This is
bright
where we
for
heard
you.
the footsteps as well. Literally right here at this grave.
Can't tell it from here. Does it look, whatever with the green light?
I can't tell if there's an L before.
Oh, there. I think that could be an hour before it though.
Is he?
I'm.
Is that an
I can
hour
see like the
before
bottom
it?
of the L.
I'm not seeing anything else though.
No, it doesn't say Ed Broom. It says an area. It says Leo Brook or Ledbrook.
Ledbrook, yeah.
Ledbrook,
Because
okay.
I can
That's
see
Ledbrook.
it with my
Right.
light on the other side.
Right, okay.
But we have heard loads of footsteps from.
This is where we heard the footsteps though.
Do we just? Is it even worth like doing a quick scan of?
I wouldn't, because we'll come back another day to do the actual graveyard itself.
Is that still on?
I'll stop it. Turn it off. I know we'll come back another day to actually just do the graveyard in itself.
This one's been proper good.
There's a lot of. I would love to see if there's an head right here.
Today.
What's that, sorry?
I'd love to see if one of these is head.
Should we go and have a look?
A lot of these are really old ones, and you can't see them. But pick the equipment up.
I need.
There's some cat balls here as well.
Is that still working? No, it's only on just a bit. That is really weird though, because as soon as I put those headphones on, it told me to take a seat.
See, Sammy it said Leo earlier.
Leo. That says Ledbrook though.
That's Ledbrook, yeah.
That is a D. If you pick the cat balls up, I'll put this in the book.
Okay, Elaine just said earlier about making noises, and he said blocked. Wonder if that means he was blocked by the boundary wall.
That could.
There's another one there, Connor.
We are not losing.
I'll put 3 down. Have you got 3?
Yeah.
Right, if you turn them off, just pop them in the front pocket on my bag. There's so much stuff going on here. It's crazy.
This is the most amount of noise we've had.
Yeah.
Like physical noise.
Sammy said it seems to be like a physical energy.
I'm getting a bad vibe from here though.
Yeah, I'm not getting. But I asked if Ed's friendly. He said no. Because I've not got a positive vibe from.
Did you want to check one of these ones at the front?
I reckon we just have a quick look.
Because
quick look at the front ones. There's no point going.
There was footsteps.
The thing is, if we go around the graveyard, we're going to find one called Edward.
There's going to be.
But if we just do the front here.
It said footsteps, and you two said you heard footsteps right here.
This is where the footsteps were.
So if we just go up onto this bit, just see if anything says Edward.
Edwin.
Are you joking?
That says Edwin. The first one I'm seeing. That
guys.
says Edwin.
This says Edward.
Edward and Edwin.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Wait, because if you give me the.
Hang on, what else? Have we had the name John come?
Yeah.
Edward John.
In loving memory of Edwin. I think this is like.
This is Ian. This is definitely Edward.
He died March 1st, 1916, aged 54 years.
Right, so pass me that then.
There's an Edwin and an Edward.
W. Yeah, that is Edward. 100%. It's hard to tell, but
watch the drop. Right,
you might like to stop dying. So,
how is that possible?
That one.
That is
right. The first 2 things we've come to.
Can you see it?
I'll get you in the way.
D W A R D. You're just about.
What does the last one say?
That one's too bright on it. Kind of try and zoom it out, doesn't it?
It's hard to tell, but that is 100% Edward. I can see
Edward
the E.
John.
Edward John. Edward John. How weird is that?
That's crazy.
The first 2 we've come to.
Edward John. What's that last? Edward
Clark.
John Clark.
Right, so guys, we're just on the opposite side to where we were earlier when the name John came through from that stone. Obviously, when we've just done the Estes, the name Ed come through. We could hear footsteps.
The footsteps went from
Harriet and Connor could hear footsteps.
To the end of
I kept hearing when I was off the Estes something rustling around here. And then we've just come round, and the first 2 gravestones that we've come to, that one says Edwin, and that one says Edward. This, I mean, that's crazy.
I don't think we need to do deeper search because we just found 2.
How
the
weird
very
is that?
first 2 we come to.
I'm glad we came and looked.
So you've got
now.
Edwin
Carter,
and
Edward
John
Clark.
Clark.
They both have the same kind of initial as well. You see?
I mean, that's mental.
Is that your phone?
Yeah.
That's absolutely mental. Like,
and we were being led in this direction and out there.
So guys, we were on over there. You can't really see now, but there's a bench there. We were on that bench. when I was by the bench, Connor and Harriet were sort of halfway between the bench and that tree. And then when Connor was on the bench, we were over by this bench.
Mm.
A lot of it's trying to lead us down towards the lake. I mean, I've made the conscious decision not to go down there. I've put my sensible head on.
There's no point going.
You can't see a thing. You can't see anything around this park at the minute. Those lights there are from, there's a building site. That's all you can see. It's so dark currently.
It's coming from there.
And the fog's just getting thicker as well.
That is actually insane. First two that we've come
I mean, I think we're going to have to kind of call it at the minute because we've been live for a while as well. I don't want the video being cut.
or any of the lights dying. They are going a lot faster now.
Elaine, that may be something that we'll have to try and do a bit of research on and see if that's the case. It could be that he drowned in the lake.
It could be actually.
There's a reason why he's trying to lead us to the lake. It's just tonight, in particular, is not safe enough to walk down that way.
Especially with the fog.
So I'm not prepared to put any one of us at risk. I'm not even prepared to go down there myself, and those that know me will know that I've done some very stupid things in the past, so it wouldn't put it past me to do that, but I'm not prepared to tonight. It's I mean, it did suddenly go quite intense there, I'd say, but Sammy's put that in the comments. It feels suddenly more intense.
The atmosphere was definitely like.
Yeah, it was. I mean, we've not even looked through the graveyard properly. I do think this is one that we're going to have to come back to, maybe touch upon what we've done tonight, but then also actually go through the graveyard.
Yeah. We're going to have to come back just for the graveyard at some point.
It's so big here, it's ridiculous.
Because a lot of the stuff we've had here tonight has linked to the actual graveyard itself and not the abbey.
I can't stop looking back there.
I keep hearing stuff. I keep hearing stuff back there. But yeah, even with my torch, I can't see anything.
Yours is always really good as well.
It's just reflecting back off the fog.
What eerie does it look now?
It's getting so hard to see anything around there at the minute. You know that?
But once again, we've been led to a grave. That's just a bird.
Yeah, we said that before, Harry.
I know.
Yeah. Look where that led us last time.
It was just a bird before, and then it sounded like something really killed. Right, but all these walls here, it's all part of the boundary, because the walls there you can see, that's part of the crematorium garden, or the cremation garden. All of this here is land that's still used by the church. That wall in the distance, I don't know if you can see it because the fog's there now. And that's with my torch. But the wall in the distance, that's all part of the old abbey. So it is soon we can come back and we can walk that wall and see if there's anything there.
Yeah.
But then we're also in the churchyard.
Because we have had
I do think it's one we come back to. This here is part of the old abbey.
That was part of the choir bit.
That's how big this building was. I mean, it covered the whole of what this churchyard is. The church was built on the grounds afterwards. It's absolutely huge, this place. We are literally the other side of this lake, the lake down there, the other side of it is right by where the entrance to Kenilworth Castle is. So when I said earlier on, there's a lot of sites around here with a lot of history and
It's got a
relevance.
rich history, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I did almost.
I mean, absolutely mad how big this place is.
I mean, it's got so dark. Even
It is.
struggling to pick up everything.
Right, there's people playing football in the dark on the car park. Right. Well, before we get down to the car park, I would say we stuff out. Put that in there. There's a guy walking up into the church. Right.
What's his name?
So, guys, definitely been an interesting one.
Eventful night. To say the least. Ooh.
Well, thank you for watching, guys. I'm Ian.
I'm Connor.
I'm H.
We're Paranormal State of Mind.
Until next time, let's do this.
Let's do this.
Let's do this.